Welcome to all. Myself Dr. Neha Desai from Department of Chemistry, RBNB College, Sri Rampur. In this lecture, we will discuss about the different laws of photometry. In the earlier lecture, we have discussed about the different terms which are used during the absorption in spectrophotometry. So basically there are three laws: Beer's law, Lambert's law and the Lambert's-Beer's law for the photometry. But before that, what is the basis? When a light, particularly the monochromatic light, so when a monochromatic light is incident on any medium, then a part of a light is transmitted, a part of a light is absorbed and the part of a light is reflected. So if you consider the P is equal to, that is amount of incident light, P0 is equal to PR plus PT plus next thing is the PA. So P0 is the amount of incident light. PR is equal to amount of reflected light. PT is equal to amount of transmitted light and PA is equal to amount of light absorbed. So when a beam of monochromatic light falls on any medium, then some part of the incident light is reflected, some part is transmitted and some part is absorbed. So the P0 amount of incident light is nothing but the sum of PR plus PA plus PT. That means amount of light reflected, amount of light transmitted and amount of light absorbed. So considering this incident radiation passing through a medium having a concentration C and the path length B, three laws are mainly put forth which are known as the laws of photometry. So we will discuss about the fundamental laws of photometry. So the first law is the Lambert's law. Second law is the Beer's law. And the third law is the Lambert-Beer's law. So the first one is the Lambert's law. Lambert's law, it is discovered in the year 1760. So what the Lambert's law states? It states the relationship between the radiant power of the absorbed light with the thickness of the medium. So the first law, it is invented in the year 1760. Next law is the Beer's law. It is invented in the year 1852. And after the discovery of both the Lambert's law and the Beer's law, the combined statement is put forth in the Lambert's-Beer's law. So first we will begin our discussion for the Lambert's law. Lambert's law, it is discovered in the year 1760, and Lambert's law, it states the relationship between it states the relationship between the radiant power of the absorbed light and the thickness of the medium. Okay, so this is our first law, which will discuss the relationship between the radiant power of the absorbed medium or the absorbing medium and the thickness of the medium. So what is actually the statement or the definition for the Lambert's law? That is, when a beam of monochromatic light is allowed to pass through a transparent medium, then the rate of decrease of the radiant power with the thickness of the medium is directly proportional to the radiant power of the incident light. Okay, so we will see the statement and then its mathematical expression. So this is the statement: when a beam of monochromatic light is allowed to pass through a transparent medium, the rate of decrease of radiant power of a radiant power with thickness of the medium is directly proportional to the radiant power of the incident light. So this is the statement for the Lambert's law, which is discussing the relationship between the thickness of a medium and the radiant power. That means what it states: when a beam of monochromatic light is allowed to pass through a transparent medium, then the rate of decrease of the radiant power with thickness is directly proportional to the radiant power of the incident light. So how it can be stated mathematically? Mathematically, the Lambert's law is written as minus dP by dB is directly proportional to P. Okay, so what is it? That is dP upon dB is directly proportional to P. Okay, where dP is equal to change in radiant power when light of radiant power P passes, dB is the change in the thickness, and P is about the radiant power. So rearranging the equation, what you get? minus dp upon db is equal to, instead of proportionality sign, we take a constant k1 into p. This is our equation number 1. This is our equation number 2. Now, rearranging, what you get, that is minus dp upon p is equal to db k1 into db. This is the equation number 3. Now we want to integrate this equation number 3. Firstly, minus dp upon db, that is change in the radiant power, change in the thickness directly proportional to the radiant power, minus dp upon db is equal to k1p, which is where k is the constant. Rearranging the equation number 2, we get minus dp upon p is equal to k1 into db. Now integrating the equation number 3. So on integrating the equation number 3, what we get, between the limits of b is equal to 0 to b is equal to b and p is equal to 0 to p is equal to p. So integrating the equation between the limits dp upon p, we are integrating it from p0 to p. These are the limits. And second one is the from 0 to b into k1 into db. This becomes your equation number 4, that is integrating both the side in the limits of p0 to p and 0 to b. Now after integrating, what we get, minus ln is equal to p upon p0, which is equal to k1 into b. Okay. Now after that, converting this ln, that is log to the base e, converting log to the base e to the log to the base 10, what we get, ln is equal to p0 upon p, here the negative sign is removed, which is equal to k1 into b. Now 2.303 log to the base 10 p0 upon p is equal to k1 into b. This is, here we are converting ln into log to the base 10. This we get. How you can write it? Log to the base 10 p0 upon p, which is equal to k1 upon 2.303 into b. Now all this k1 upon 2.303, it comes to be the constant. So what you can write here? You can write a is equal to k into b, where this k is the constant and it comes to be k1 upon 2.303. This value is constant. So this is the final equation for the Lambert's law. Okay, so in Lambert's law, what we have taken, we have integrating the dp upon p in the limits of p0 to p. Again we have integrated the k1 db from 0 to b. K is the constant. Ln to the base 10, we are converting ln p upon p0 to the log to the base 10, and finally what you get? You get log to the base 10 p0 upon p is equal to k1 upon 2.303, which comes to be the constant. So log 10 p0 upon p means what? It is nothing but the absorbance. We represent it by capital A. Capital A is equal to k into b. Okay, so this is about the Lambert's law. Now the second one is the Beer's law. So what is the statement for Beer's law? Actually the Beer's law, it is invented in the year of 1852, and the statement for Beer's law is, when a beam of monochromatic light is allowed to pass through a transparent medium, the rate of decrease of the radiant power with the concentration of the medium is directly proportional to the radiant power of the incident light. Means the Lambert's law, it will give you the relationship between the radiant power and the thickness, while the Beer's law, it will give you the relationship between the radiant power and the concentration of the medium. So we will actually see the statement for the Beer's law. When a beam of monochromatic light is allowed to pass through a transparent medium, the rate of decrease of the radiant power is directly proportional to the concentration of a medium. So this is the theoretical statement. What is actually the mathematical statement for this? Minus dP by dC is directly proportional to the P. Or what we can write, minus dP by dC is equal to K2 into P. Now what we have to do? We have to integrate both the sides, and then on integrating both the sides between the limits of P0 to P and C is equal to 0 to C is equal to C, what we get? Minus dP upon dC is equal to K2 into P. Integrating both the sides, we get rearranging. First we will rearrange it. Minus dP upon P is equal to K2 into dC. Now integrating both the sides, P0 to P, C0 to C, what we get? We get minus ln P0 upon P which is equal to K2 into C. Now again ln is equal to P upon P0. So K2 into C. Now converting this ln into log to the base 10, we get 2.303 log to the base 10 of P0 upon P, which is equal to K2 into C. So log of P0 upon P, which is nothing but K2 upon 2.303 into C. So this all bracket K2 upon 2.303, it comes out to be a constant. So what you can write here, log of P0 upon P, it is nothing but the absorbance A, which is equal to again constant K into C. So we got two statements. First is the A is equal to K into B, and here K2 into C. So the third law which comes in the picture, that is about the Lambert-Beer law. Lambert-Beer law, it is nothing but it is the combination of the Lambert's law as well as the Beer's law. So what it says? It says that, or it deals the relationship between the radiant power of the incident light and as a function of both thickness of the medium as well as the concentration of the medium. So from Lambert's law, what you obtain? Absorbance is equal to constant into thickness and from Beer's law, what you obtain? Absorbance is equal to constant into concentration. So combining these two terminologies, what you obtain? Absorbance is equal to constant into thickness into concentration. So here you will get the relationship between the radiant power as a function of the thickness of the medium as well as the concentration of the medium. So absorbance is nothing but the constant into B into C. So here A is equal to constant thickness, we represented it as by small b, and concentration by C. So A is equal to constant into B into C, which is also known as the A is equal to epsilon into B into C. So this is nothing but the mathematical statement for the Lambert-Beer's law. So in this way, as far as the laws of photometry are concerned, basically there are three laws. First one is the Beer's law, second one is the Lambert's law, and third one is the Lambert's-Beer's law. Lambert's law, absorbance is equal to constant into thickness. Beer's law, absorbance is equal to constant into the concentration, and combining these two laws, what we get? Absorbance is equal to constant into thickness into the concentration. So A is equal to constant into B into C. Okay.